up, YouTube? It's Itachi back with another Undisputed video. This time I got some news about the changes coming in the next update, and I just want to talk about it real quick. So we got crossplay, some changes to punch animations, the record reset, and last but not least, playable character creations for online. So yeah, man, W Steel City, they finally cooked up, and now we can take our creative fighters online. Now it's only for quick match, but that's okay because I don't even play ranked that much really. But maybe when things are better, I'll play ranked. But for now, I could care less. But this is the most excited I've been for an update besides the Takeover DLC. But with the new enhanced desync that came with it and other stuff that update brought, instantly killed my hype. But I've been hoping they would add this feature for a while. And I might be a little biased because my channel has been dedicated to fighter creations, and I've been wanting to use them in an online match since day one. But also because I think this is going to bring a little bit of fun back into the game, something I think this game desperately needs, breath of fresh air, so to speak. But of course, this game still needs improvement, and some will say they should focus on gameplay fixes instead of adding new features, and I somewhat agree. I'm usually an advocate for that being a priority, but the way I see it is this game's been broken for a year now, and it's looking like the biggest issue is never going to be fixed. I'm talking about the desync. So right now, how I'm feeling is while we're here playing a broken game, the least they could do is try to make the game more fun. So seeing new features being added like this is good to see in my opinion. But I'm still worried about this update because every time they drop a patch, a new bug comes along with it and makes ongoing issues with the game even worse. And with them adding crossplay, there's no telling how this could go. Like, out of all the new stuff coming in the patch, crossplay is at the top of the watch list of things that could make it worse and things that could go wrong. And that's just based on Undisputed's history and the way other games make adding crossplay seem like a difficult thing to do. So it's only right to be worried about Undisputed doing it too. Being that if it's just as difficult of a thing to do, equal to finding a fix for desync, then it's like, how are you guys able to do that and not fix desync?
Oh, halfway.
And I'm not an expert. I'm not that knowledgeable on programming and stuff like that. I'm just saying. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. While I'm on the topic of desync, let me say this real quick. I don't know how they're going to fix desync, but I'd appreciate it if Undisputed can't fix this issue completely, at least revert it back to the old desync from the multi-queue update. That was probably the best state the game has ever been in desync wise. Desync went from just affecting punches. It would happen a couple of times a match, maybe every 4 to 5 matches in my experience. So then we get to the Takeover update, evolving it into camera desync. It had the camera fucking breakdancing like it was a b-boy in the early 2000s, and it messed up the movement plus the punches, and it was now happening every match and every round. Like every 20 seconds desync would occur. So now every match there's ghost punches and motherfuckers moonwalking like MJ, and they got people teleporting around the ring. Like, this shit is outrageous, bro. Like, you can't make this up. The desync hasn't been this bad since day one, but actually it's not even close because it's actually worse than day one desync. So if they could put the desync back to how it was during June or July, just before the Mexican Monster DLC, I'd rather play that version any day over this current desync that we have now. And while I'm at it, I gotta be honest, I don't even think desync is the main thing causing punches to miss. For sure, it's the reason for ghost punches, but more often I find punches missing in the middle of trades when me and my opponent are exchanging combos. It's like too many punches being thrown gets overridden and punches don't register. That's majority of the time I see punches not hitting. And I think 100% for sure it has to do with the little stance animations, having fighters rocking back and forth. It avoids jabs and causes body hooks to miss from the fighter just swaying side to side, usually when up close getting in the inside fighting range. I'm not lying either when I say this. I tested this out in quick match. This shit is real. And I think another reason for punches missing is because how they did the arm physics in the game. If your character's hands are held low like Muhammad Ali's stance, his arms will block body punches without blocking, or it sometimes causes it to look like a punch miss without the sound cue, like a block punch sound cue, even though you are hitting a part of their body. So it kind of doesn't register, but it also works as like a block. It's like an active block. Another example is Tyson Fury's stance. He has his hands closer to his chin, and it does the same effect, but vice versa. And I'm not gonna lie, like, this shouldn't even be in the game. Like, I understand what the devs are trying to do with this, but it should be as an aesthetic for appearance only purposes. But when it comes to games, and specifically competitive games, this becomes an RNG mechanic and also holds players' hands and works as an assist mechanic. And it shouldn't be in the game, or at least shouldn't affect gameplay as much. Like, it could be there for looks and aesthetic, but not to where it can affect gameplay. But anyways, that's just my take on punching issues. Maybe they consider looking at reworking that, run some tests, see if it helps with improving the punches for the game. They also mentioned more fixes for punches coming to the next update in the patch notes, but there wasn't a lot of info on the punch changes, so I'm not going to talk about it. But it sounds promising, but I don't know, we'll see. As for the record reset, I'm all for it. My record is technically good. Last I was able to see, it was like 300 and something, 150 losses. I'm not too sure anymore now, because after the update, it erased half my record, and it's just stuck on the same record no matter how many wins or losses I got since then. So my record is frozen. It's completely glitched. So yeah, this is the second time my record has been affected because of an update. So I'm gonna have to agree with a record reset. The DLC is good. It's one of the things Undisputed is doing a pretty good job with right now is the fighter packs. They've been dropping banger after banger when it comes to DLC. This time we got Manny Pacquiao and a few others like Sergey Kovalev and Vinny Paz. Really good fighters, but I don't think this DLC is hitting like the last two DLCs. Manny Pacquiao is definitely carrying this pack, but it is still a good fighter pack. It doesn't really take away from it too much. They put Edgar Berlanga in there too, and he was leaked very early to be put into the game at some point. I was hyped about it. He's another good fighter, but after he got dropped by Hamza Shiraz, I'm not gonna lie, his stocks kind of dropped. Yeah, that's my thoughts on DLC, but like I said earlier, the best thing about this update so far is playable fighter creations online, in my opinion, so I'm really hyped for that. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I appreciate y'all watching. Please leave a like to show your support to the channel. Also, if you're new here and want to see more content like this in the future, hit that sub button and stay tuned for more videos. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the new update. Y'all think this is a W or L? Let me know. Anyways, thanks again for watching. It's your boy Tachi, and I'm out. Peace.